With Expression Web 2, you can create CSS-based XHTML 1.0 transitional conforming websites by default. These sites work better across multiple browsers, simplifying deployment and maintenance. You can configure flexible schema settings to support all combinations of HTML, XHTML, strict, transitional, frameset, and CSS 1.0, 2.0, 2.1, in addition to browser-specific schemas. Have complete confidence in code view within Expression Web 2 with the secondary doc type selection as backup and guidance for the fully functional IntelliSense for HTML and script feature. Expression Web 2 builds sites using XHTML, CSS, XML, and XSLT and ensures your pages are compliant throughout the design process. Choose any schema you want to adopt. Expression Web 2 will automatically build appropriate code, and the compatibility checker highlights any non-conforming elements. You'll be able to build the designs of your sites to today's exacting standards. It's easy with Expression Web 2's deep support for XHTML. By implementing sophisticated built-in support for today's modern web standards, Expression Web 2 makes it easy for you to optimize your sites for accessibility and cross-browser compatibility. Use the built-in accessibility checker to make sure your websites can fully meet screen reader accessibility standards, with support for W3C Content Accessibility Guidelines and Section 508. Keep track of dynamic, interactive pages that harness the power of the web to deliver superior quality. Validate your site with compatibility and accessibility reporting against Section 508 and WCAG. Get instant feedback on standards violations. This enables you to make corrections as part of the design process, whether in design or code view. So why not reach for a tool that's been built with today's modern standards in mind, and see results in better browser rendering and more relevant search engine indexing? Microsoft Expression Web 2 allows you to generate elegant, modern CSS layouts with state-of-the-art surface design tools. With Expression Web 2, you have the ability to directly manipulate positioning, sizing, margins, and padding within a sophisticated CSS rendering engine. The professional design surface allows you to create high-quality websites and applications with a state-of-the-art professional toolset. The Tag Properties task pane in Expression Web 2 lets you quickly see all of the set attributes and values of the tag that's currently active in a web page. The task pane also enables you to modify the set attributes and set new attributes for the current tag, allowing you access to all the power of the HTML language through a single side pane. Expression Web 2 supports the importing of files generated in other design tools, such as Expression Blend, Expression Encoder, Expression Design, and Adobe Photoshop. You can include artwork created in Photoshop with full control over layer importing, and memorized settings, so you can import revised artwork with the same settings. Expression Web 2 allows for intelligent style renaming, allowing you to rename styles instantly across multiple documents without the use of find and replace. This helps you follow a practical approach to web design where you can create elements, then decide if you wish to rename them according to your team's naming convention, ensuring this renaming process will be painless. Let Expression Web 2 take care of your CSS style creation, saving you from repetitive work throughout your site. Use an external style sheet when you want to apply the same styles consistently across some or all web pages in your website. If you decide to change a style, you need to make only one change in the external CSS, and the change is automatically reflected in all web pages that reference that style and CSS so that you can focus on the design process. High-quality CSS rendering means you can make design decisions with confidence. The design view in Expression Web 2 now supports the CSS overflow property, which is especially useful when working with text and you want to show text overflows. With Expression Web 2, you can try out your designs with local in-page CSS styles and then easily migrate styles using drag and drop. By using dynamic web templates, you can create HTML pages that share the same layout. Expression Web 2 provides you with a vast number of pre-made templates to build your design around. You can make regions in a template available for editing while preventing changes to other regions in that template, which means you can allow others to add or edit content, yet still preserve the layout of the pages and the template itself. Because a dynamic web template remains attached to the pages you choose, changes you make to the dynamic web template are reflected in the attached pages. When you update the content in a dynamic web template, you can update the attached web pages simultaneously. The CSS Reports task pane can display a report that lists either style errors or the type of styles that are in use. You can generate a report that checks only particular web pages or an entire website, giving detailed reports on CSS style usage in the results pane to keep track of where you've used styled pages. Expression Web 2 provides you with build and format views of industry-standard XML data using drag-and-drop tools for quick visualization of formatting consistent with the rest of your site. You can use customized data views to integrate XML data into your HTML or ASP.NET pages. Powerful drag-and-drop tools let you see just how your data will look within your CSS site design. With Expression Web 2, designers are given the added flexibility of using XML data, giving you powerful data manipulation. You can fine-tune the raw data presented on the page with tools to sort, filter, and apply conditional formatting. Now with Expression Web 2, you can present data using XSLT, even editing views on live XML data, giving designers the flexibility to represent XML data any way they choose. You can easily include RSS feeds on your web pages with Microsoft Expression Web 2, and you can use the full range of CSS. Formatting tools in Expression Web 2 make the RSS feed match or stand out from other content in the rest of the pages on your website. This flexibility lets you retrieve and present XML data from live RSS feeds on your site, styled to match your own site's look and feel. Expression Studio 2 is the essential design resource for Microsoft's newest web technology, Silverlight 1. Use a combination of Expression Blend 2 and Design 2 to create your Silverlight experiences, and Expression Web 2 to integrate them into your website. Use Expression Encoder to package high-quality video for the web, along with a nicely designed video player skin. Customizing your player is also a snap. Just select from a list of options, and you can display your video with simple controls or with a full control scheme. You can even set the volume controls, pan the volume, play the video at full screen, set your video to loop instead of playing once, and many more parameters, all to give web browsers the best experience when surfing your website. Expression Web 2 lets you add any ASP.NET control to an ASPX page and set properties that determine behavior and appearance. You can use all the Expression Web 2 style, formatting, and design tools with the ASP.NET controls. So while ASP.NET can run on your web server, it can perform any task that your website requires, including calculating values, reading or writing database information, or calling other programs. It leaves you free to concentrate on what you do best, the design of your site. With Expression Web 2, you can create, edit, and deploy web pages with deep support for the newly released ASP.NET 3.5, and can capture the power of ASP.NET with easy drag-and-drop controls. ASP.NET Master Pages let you create a consistent layout for the pages in your application. A single master page defines the look and feel and standard behavior that you want for all of the pages or a group of pages in your application. You can then create individual content pages that contain what you want to display. When users request the content pages, they merge with the master page to produce output that combines the layout of the master page with the content from the content page. Expression Web 2 helps you use ASP.NET to speed up the design process and allow easy site-wide changes. These master pages keep you on top of complex designs with the added functionality of ASP.NET. With Expression Web 2, you can now access ASP.NET controls and their associated properties with the same power as Microsoft Visual Studio 2008, but rendered within the design surface of Expression Web 2, giving you seamless design control of ASP.NET and simple drag-and-drop control. This will help you collaborate much more easily with your developer, who now can create custom controls in Visual Studio, while you, the designer, will be able to see them in the design surface. You have the ability to create, open, and edit PHP pages directly in Expression Web 2, and apply the full range of standards-based design tools to PHP, which is a server-side scripting language that lets you build dynamic web pages. PHP pages may contain text, HTML, and script blocks. In Expression Web 2, you can now use a local development server to preview your PHP pages. With the Expression Web Development Server, you can make design decisions with full reference to the page's data. The ASP.NET AJAX extensions controls enable you to create rich client behavior with little or no client script, such as partial page updating, or refreshing selected parts of the page instead of refreshing the whole page with a postback. Expression Web 2 manages the extra functionality of ASP.NET AJAX through the Script Manager control. By default, the Script Manager control registers the script for the Microsoft AJAX library with the page. This enables Client Script to use the type system extensions and to support features such as partial page rendering and web service calls.